Hi guys. In this video, we will discuss in detail about Google Tag Manager. Now, what exactly are we going to study in this particular session? Number one, what is GTM? Number two, why it is needed? Number three, the attributes of GTM. How to implement GTM? How can it be implemented for lead generation and e-com based websites? Now, why GTM? It is a tool to measure different marketing activities. What are the objectives? If you fill a form, register for a webinar, or purchase a product, download a white paper, watch a video on a website, all these things needs measurement. So GTM can help you on this. As a marketer, you should be able to measure all your marketing outcomes. Outcomes means your outcome from different paid channels as well as other non-paid channels like organic social, SEO activities, direct traffic, and other referral activities. If you don't implement GTM properly, this is what you can't see here. You can see here e-commerce conversion rate, and here you can see different channel which are grouped by direct, paid search, display, affiliate, organic search, referral, etc. Now, what are the benefits of using GTM? It will reduce multi-code interaction in your website. What happens when you scale your campaigns and when you go on adding more and more channels to your business, you will get a lot of codes from different domains. It could be from analytics, it could be from marketing, it could be from different vendors, and those actions needs to be captured. In order to capture that, they will give you different sets of JavaScript codes which needs to be placed in the website. The moment you put them on your website, and specifically in the header segment, your web page speed is going to go down. Then definitely there will be higher bounce rate and conversion rates will drop. So if you implement GTM, it can help you reduce your page load time. Why? Because this is very simple. GTM is basically a LOTA. LOTA means it can be basically a container in which you add different sets of products to it. Different sets of products means different sets of JavaScript codes that can be added to this particular container. When you then what exactly happens? GTM code is a very simple set of code, a four or six lines of code that needs to be placed in the head section of the website. When you put that, what so what happens when you go on adding more and more code to the header section of the web page? Basically the page load time will drop. And I was talking about something called container. So what happens? GTM is basically a container, and in that container you add more and more codes. And whenever you need some code to take action, it will take action. For example, you might have gone to a multiplex, and if you go to the cold drinks zone, there what happens? There is a machine, vending machine, in which different cold drinks are kept, like Mirinda, Thumbs Up, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, 7 Up, etc. When you go and ask for a particular product, like you want 7 Up, then the person who manage that vending machine will just put the button of 7 Up and will provide you 7 Up. If you ask for Coca-Cola, they will give you Coca-Cola. So here the objective is to uh, build that kind of activity on your website so that whenever certain set of codes get triggered, you will come to know, hey, this particular customer has come from Facebook, and this is what the action that has been done on the website, and Google Tag Manager is giving this particular signal. So that will be pretty clear, and it will be very easy to measure all the outcomes of your conversion. Okay. Then what happens, you don't need any developer. For example, in some cases, if you go to e-commerce, there will be different sets of actions that happens at every stage. Now, to implement each of those actions, you need to put certain triggering actions on those particular landing pages. If you don't do that, you won't be able to measure it. Okay. Now, what happens in real life situation if you depend on a developer, and let's say there are some changes that happen on a regular basis, and that particular person who was working on that forgot to add your particular code, then what is going to happen? It's a blunder. You won't be able to measure the outcomes, and definitely you will be beating the bush around, and you will be blaming something else for not getting the outcomes. However, after 4 or 5 days, you will realize, hey, your pixel is not at all firing. Okay, so that's why you don't need any developer intervention for this. Then compatibility with most of the tech stacks. So all the vendors across the globe and all the marketing companies, all the analytics companies are kind of in sync with GTM. So regardless of the type of product you use, there is a way to fix it in GTM. Then it is the ease of use, then safe to use. For example, if you do it manually in a website, okay, then possibly you might make some mistakes, and in order to avoid that, we go for GT. So let's go to different attributes of GTU. The first attribute is called tag. I have already explained you, tags are different sets of codes that gets activated when certain set of action happens. So tags are basically the segments of code provided by analytics, marketing, or the support vendors to help you integrate their products with your website. Then triggers. Triggers are kind of response. Like you go to the vending machine and ask, "Hey, I need Coca-Cola." Then the person pushes the button of Coca-Cola, and Coca-Cola comes out in your mug or in your jar, whatever. Okay, so the pushing of that particular button is called triggering. So if you are coming from Facebook, then Facebook button will be triggered. So that is called triggering. And the action that happens is called firing. Okay. Then this is there is something called variable. Variable is a placeholder for a certain value. Okay. Or if it is a product, then it could be a product name. If it is a date, it will pick that particular date. Coming to data layer. So what happens in certain scenarios? For example, there is a landing page. In your landing page, name, phone number, email is there. If you submit them, one OTP will be received at your end. When you submit that OTP and it gets authenticated, then only you go to the next page. So here, the filling of the form is not important, but authenticating the OTP is important. So authentication of OTP happens after some amount of time. It may happen in 30 seconds, it may happen in 1 minute, it may happen in 10 minutes. It depends on your developer how they are getting it activated. Okay. So this time lag is one kind of data layer. So adding this time lag to your data system to GTU. So these are certain things which are used by GTM practitioners. Okay. Now let's see how to implement GTM. Now before implementing GTM, what you need to do, you should go to Google, okay, and you can look for Google Tag Manager. When you search for Tag Manager, you will get this particular web page. And what you need to do, you need to sign in here. The moment you sign in, you will go to this particular web page. So what I will do, I will create a dummy account for you just to show how accounts are created. When you go, it will be completely empty. You need to create an account. When you create an account, you can give it a name. You can select your country. Make sure that you select the right country. If you select that country, then you have to follow the guidelines. So I am just giving it a dummy name so that it will, so that you can work on it. Uh, I am just adding it this, then done. I will get it approved. Okay, once I submit it, I can create it. Okay, it's pretty simple. Now your tag is created. Once your tag is created, it will give you a snippet of code. This needs to be placed on the website. So I have said you earlier, what exactly happens, you will get a code and that code needs to be placed in the head section of the website. Then just after the body section, you need to put this particular code. So you can send it to your developer to place it. So if it is a WordPress website, it is very simple. I have already explained you about insert headers and footers plugin. So what you can do, you can go to WordPress dashboard. You can install insert headers and footers. You will find it in the settings section. What you can do, you can paste that Google Tag Manager code in the head section. I have kept it blank here. So what I can do, I will take it here, paste it here. So you can read here clearly. It has to be placed immediately after the body tag, and it is clearly mentioned here scripts in body. This script will be printed just below the opening of the tag. Okay, you can save it. Once you save it, it is done. Your code is ready to go. Yo. Okay, now your tag manager is set up. Now, how to test whether it is working properly or not? I have already told you that you need to install something called Google Tag Manager extension. You can search it, Google Tag Manager extension. I have already installed it. It looks like this. So when you go here, you need to add it to the Chrome. Okay, it is already there in my website, so that's why it is showing remove from Chrome. However, you can add it to your Chrome. Okay, now after that, what is going to happen, you have added to Chrome. Then you can test it here. So what can you do, you go here, just refresh the website. Once you refresh the website, what is going to happen, you will see here the tag. Okay, you click on that. Just a minute, let's wait till it gets loaded. You can see here, found 4 tags, 2 suggestions, has access to this site. Okay, you can go to any website and test it there. For example, this one only. Okay, let's wait here till it gets loaded. Once it gets loaded, automatically, yeah, you can see here it's one now. Okay, now it's 3, 4, 5. There are 5 tags which are firing. Found, you can see here there are 10 tags and one warning has access to this site. It is pretty clear here, okay, that your tag is firing. Now, then the first section is done. Now let's start getting to know about tags triggers. Okay. Now the moment you go to tags, what is going to happen? Let me go to the other one where I have created this one. Yeah, let's go here. So what is going to happen here? I will show you how to do it for one. Okay. Then we can do it for the rest of the things. Okay. Let me check it out. Just a minute. Okay. I have deleted this. Now, the moment you open one account, it will be completely empty here. So then what you need to do, you can name the tag, go here, then you will get a list of tags that you can use. Okay, whole list of tags are available here. You tell any tag, it will be available here. Now, if it is not available, like Facebook, in that case, you need to put a custom tag. Okay. You can see here Google Optimize, Google Survey Website Satisfaction, then Conversion Linker, Floodlight. This is used by Google Marketing Platform mostly for programmatic like DV360 and SA360. These Floodlight, uh, tracking is used. This is for Google Ads. First one is your basic Google Ads tracking. This is for Google Ads remarketing. Then this is for Google Analytics for event building. This is GA for configuration. Then your Universal Analytics. The moment you select anything, you need to select it. Then you can click it here. It will ask you the tracking ID. You can place it here. Then you can go here and select all pages. Add. All these pages are done. Save it. Cool. It's ready. Now, what happens? Companies like Flipkart, etc. So they want to track only certain pages only. They don't want to track traffic to, let's say, the couriers page or some other page. So they want the traffic to come, but they don't want to measure their conversions. For that, they want to put something else. So what you can do in that case, you can add exclusions. Okay. So what you can do if you don't want to add certain pages to your website, then what you can do, you can add your exclusions. Click here. You can see here add exception. Click that. Okay. You can click here a plus sign. Just rename it as exclusions. You can what you can do, you can select a page view. So it should not be all page views but some page views. In that you can select any of these options, but I will select page URL that will contain this thing. Mm. So instead of contains, what I will do, does not match regular expression, then slash. Regular expression means your website's regular expression, and then slash, let's say, careers. So anything that is associated with careers won't be selected in this. And you can see here this is added as an exception, and GA will not trigger on these exclusions. Okay, so that's how you can exclude certain parameters. Okay, now what we are going to do, let's say we will add something. So what you can do, you can go on adding new and new codes. Okay, let's say mm, what I will do here, let me close it. I will go to another account, no, which has got certain number of conversions that will be really handy. So you can see here, let it get loaded. Yeah. You can see here different sets of tags, analytics, clarity. Like, how did I implement clarity? I have just pasted the tag here. It's a custom HTML because Google has not integrated clarity, or Google has not created a specific inbuilt system for Microsoft Clarity. That's how we have added a custom HTML tag here. Then I am asking it to trigger on all the pages. That's why it get tracked. Okay. Then this is very important. This is called conversion linker. So with conversion linker, you're basically, Google will work proactively. It will, the conversion, the measurement, everything will become much better by using this conversion linker. Even if you don't use it, uh, it won't impact much. But I will suggest you to implement conversion linker tag. You don't have to do anything. You just have to tell, hey, you trigger on all the pages. That's all. You don't have to add any sort of code or some parameter. Now coming to the Facebook part, I have already added this particular code. You can see here, this is the Facebook code. We have added here page view 1, and it is getting triggered in all pages. So page view is getting triggered. Then let's say in this segment, what is happening? Okay, so here also it is getting triggered in all the pages. Now let's see. Yeah, let's go to this particular Google Ads where the thank you page triggering is here. If you go here, we can see that. So here Google Ad conversion tracking is placed. If you click it, you can see the conversion ID, and this will be the conversion level. When you go to Google Ads, you will be able to see this conversion level in the Google tag code. Okay, that you just need to place here. Apart from that, you don't have to place any conversion value or transaction ID or currency code. Okay, rest you can leave it. Then the triggering, you can put it as the thank you page. I have already told you in the last session how that thank you page has come up. So which contains only thank you. Okay, so this is how this particular code, this particular tag has been designed. There is something called Matamo. Then Optimize tag. Optimize is basically a Google tag, Google product, and through Google product you can optimize your websites. This is the optimize code. This is Google Analytics settings, and it is placed on all the pages. This is how optimize gets triggered. Okay, so this is how you can go on building many things. Now what we will do, we will build something for an e-commerce website. Okay, so what we can literally do is click here. Let's say let's do something. Okay, instead of doing this, we can, so we can build a lot of triggers here. So we will create one. If you need to go to new, then let's say we will build something like add to cart. Okay, then let's say this is my Flipkart website. So what I will do, I will go and select, let's say, let me go to something big actually. uh, okay, let me search here for, I'll, okay, this is grocery. Okay, more. Okay, fine, no problem. What we can do, we can go on adding items. So when you have added these products, let's go to cart. Now when you go to cart, you can see here the URL is changed. Okay, so what we can do, even here you can see they are tracking this. You can see here those people who are clicking on that basket button that is tracked here. But what we'll do, we will just track up to this. So those who are coming to view cart page, we are tracking them. Okay. So what we'll do here, let's go to tag manager. We'll put here, we can go to page view. So instead of all pages, we can do this. Either I can implement, if I have implemented Google Analytics settings, I can pull that here and can implement here like I said you earlier. Otherwise, if you don't have that, it's fine. You can make your own conditions here. So page URL contains this. Okay. So if it contains this, it will consider it as an add to cart. Okay. So then what happens, regardless of the change, maybe let's say 1 2 3, okay, still it will be triggered. If you change it by something else, still it will be triggered because view cart is there. Okay. So the moment your URL contains this particular terminology, where HTTPS is there, your add to cart button will be triggered. If someone is coming from Facebook, then it will be triggered for Facebook. So this will be a page view. Okay. Sorry, this is view cart. Sorry. So this is for view cart, but it is a page view for this particular URL. Okay. Now let's create one more. It's a new. Maybe what we can do, uh, payment info or checkout process. Okay. What you can do, we'll go here, same page view, some pages. What I can do, URL. Instead of contains, you can put match regex also. Regex means regular expression. So here what is going to happen, when you go for this place order button, you can see here the URL got changed. It changed to checkout now, or checkout initiation. We can just copy it like this and can put it in our regular expression. But since it is regular expression, what we can do, we have to remove this much only. We can place this and it is going to work. Whatever will be there after this, instead of matches, what we can say, matches. Yeah, you can put ignore case. Okay. Then if it will match with this, automatically it will be triggered. Otherwise, you can put this one, it contains, that will still solve the problem. Okay. And you have created here a checkout page. Similarly, you can create pages for thank you, many other activities. Okay. Now this is how you can set up your tag manager. You can go on building many things here, and it is really easy. You can play with it. Okay. Now let's go to the deck and let's see what have been taught to you. So I have already added a video tutorial. You can read that. You can go through that as well. Then implementation of data layer, I have already told you. Now how to add. Now this is something bit technical. So if you'd like to listen in detail, you can stay here and listen more. Otherwise, you can skip this part also. It is bit technical. Okay. Now let me tell you like how to add data layer to a page. If you go on, so GTM has the capability to customize it as well. If you customize more and more, it will be much more powerful. So data layer is something. Now let's go here. Okay. So how to add data layer to a page? We might want to set data layer variables within the data layer to indicate the page is a sign up page, or if the page has been identified as a very high value customer. For example, a customer is coming to buy a 200 rupees t-shirt, and someone who is coming to your website and wants to buy, let's say, a Dyson air purifier, which costs around uh, 50,000 rupees. So then that particular customer is highly valuable compared to the t-shirt person. But yes, the person who bought Dyson can also buy a 200 rupees product. But if the person is going to that particular page URL, it means they could be your potential high value customers. Okay. So, first of all, in order to implement this, you should be able to identify different pages like sign up, sign in, newsletter subscription, product pages or services, and be consistent with your nomenclature. Don't push the same data layer to every pages. Now, how to add data layer to a page? Okay, so people who are from little bit tech background, they can understand it here. So basically, Google Tag Manager provides spatial data layer variables, and we call those variables as events. And these events are used in the JavaScript event listener to initiate tag firings when user interacts with certain web elements. It could be a button, it could be like some dead click referral area, or it could be some sort of action, might be watching a video button like play the video kind of button. So so in those particular places, let's say you want to fire a conversion tracking tag when the user clicks on them. Okay, then these kind of events can be handled there. So for example, and this particular function can also be accomplished by the API, APIs, by the Google API. And the basic syntax for an event is like this. Let me take this one to here. Okay, so data layer push event, and you can put the event name. Okay, you can see here, you can put a href. Href means here you need to place that particular URL. Here I have put here, http the merakiworld.com collections women summer clothes blah blah blah. Okay, then name is color. Then on click, what is going to happen? All these information needs to be pushed into it. So why this? Because let's say you have a very big website and you want to know each and every conversion of the website. Like for red color, this particular T-shirt, how many sales have happened? For blue color, how many sales have happened? Because they are going to help you in future to understand which particular products are moving fast, which particular products are not moving fast, and based on that, your operations team can take a call. That's why it is very important. Okay. Now, what all things can be measured? Okay. These things can be measured: impressions, clicks, product detail impressions, add or remove cart, promotion impression, promotion clicks, checkout, buy, sale, purchase, refund, etc. Then what happens? So you can measure impression of a product. Okay, so this is the particular URL, and this is the category, let's say new arrivals. You can go through them. A page may contain a single product, or it could be a combination of multiple category of products. Okay, so then what is happening? What I will tell you, we will go through impression measurement, how it is done on UA, and how that can be implemented through GTM. Okay, so here impression measurement, how it happens. You can see here, the currency code is INR. This will be the, let's say, t-shirt, and your t-shirt will have certain set of attributes like ID, price of the product, brand, category, variant, list, and its position. Okay, then all these information are passed to Google Analytics, and from there it will tell you, hey, these particular products are being sold, and these are the products which are actually sold to the customers, and this is what the actual revenue you have generated. Okay, now how that configuration happens on Universal Analytics? It happens through page view, and for enable enhanced e-commerce feature, that has to be true. Use data layer through trigger event equals to gtm.domain. Okay, so then something called click measurement comes. So here your clicks are being measured, and how many clicks have happened on a on a certain product. So here the click action is attributed to something called product field object to represent that particular clicked product. So here what happens, the same thing is passed, but here the event is product click, and in the enhanced e-commerce, the attribution is click, and rest of the things will go as it is. Okay. Now how it needs to be configured with GTM. It is tag type should be universal analytics, track type is event category is e-commerce, and action is product click. So through this you will be able to know what products got clicked. Then this is something called view measurement. How are you going to view different sets of products? So here it is the same thing, but here you are pushing a detail action, and those detail actions like detail, then you are pushing a set of apparel gallery or apparel list. In that there will be a certain product that, for that product you want to measure the views means, let's say some person have, one is you have seen the product, that is called impression, you clicked on it, that is called click, then you came to that particular page and you are going through the details, like you are watching some video of that product demo, or it may so happen you are testing different colors, then you are testing different sizes, x m l xl whatever. Okay, you are testing out different dimensions of the length of the product, how it will be. Okay, so how it needs to be configured in the tag. Tag types would be universal analytics, and your tracking type will be a page view. Uh, and the enabled enhanced e-commerce should be true. Use data layer true. Trigger event should be equal to gtm.dom. Okay. Now similarly, if someone removes from the cart, the same thing can be done. Okay. Similarly, for add to cart, same thing can be done. Add to cart, remove from the cart. Both are almost the same set of activity. But in certain cases, what happens if you remove from the cart, it will take you to a new URL. Okay, that's why you should be able to track that. Now, coming to promotion of impression measurement, here what happens, in some websites they place banners in the first home page of the website itself, or let's say they want to put a column wise banner on both sides of the screen, and they want to measure what is the promotion impressions that have happened on your website. This is very important for mostly blocking websites who want to make money from it. Okay, so that can be measured also. So here it will be promo view and promotions. I have given you the details here. You can go and check it out in your analytics and GTM. So here the tracking type will be page view only. Then trigger event equals to gtm.domain. Okay. Then promotion of clicks measurement, it is the same. Instead of view, you are measuring here clicks. That's all. Then okay, so now for e-commerce setup, what you need to do, you need to go to you can just follow this particular screenshot where I have added e-commerce settings. You need to add these steps Even I can show it to you. Let me go to this. Okay, I have shown you here. Okay, go to e-commerce settings. Okay, enable e-commerce, enable enhanced e-commerce. Then you can check out the labelings. You can create here different label names, and it will enable enhanced e-commerce for you. Okay, now let's go back to the slide. Here what is happening? Okay, so checkouts page, I have already explained you how to do it through GTM. Okay, then okay, then there are certain debugging tools that you should know. I have already explained you about Google Tag Manager, so that you can debug. However, there are these tools through which you will be able to debug. For Chrome, the built-in tool is there. For Firefox, you can go to live HTTP headers. You can download this and can test it out. There is something called Firebug Lite. You can check out. That is also a kind of extension, and even you can log in through that tool and can test out what exactly the problem is. Here are some of the tools you can go, test it out in your home. So what exactly happens when you see, in your Google Tag Manager, you can see when it gets fired. These all things. It is global site tag, Google Ads conversion, Google Ads remarketing, Google Analytics Tag Manager. All these things have been triggered. Okay, so that's how it is, guys. This is how Tag Manager is. Uh, mm, that's all for Tag Manager. Thank you.